The department store bustled with energy as shoppers weaved through aisles, examining products and making selections. Marcus Thompson moved with ease, selecting a few items he needed for the week. The store, a staple in the neighborhood, was a place where people from all backgrounds mingled in pursuit of everyday essentials. Across the electronics section, Mr. Harold Jenkins scrutinized his surroundings with narrowed eyes. He had always harbored a particular view of the world, one where people like Marcus were met with suspicion. When he noticed Marcus lingering near the electronics aisle, he made a snap judgment. A tightening in his chest, a misplaced certainty, convinced him that something was amiss. Without hesitation, Jenkins stormed toward a store associate, his voice loud and accusatory. "That man over there," he barked, pointing directly at Marcus. "I saw him slip something into his pocket. He's trying to steal!" Heads turned. The accusation carried like a ripple through the space, drawing the attention of fellow shoppers. Before we continue this story, let us know where you're watching from. If you enjoy stories like this, subscribe to the channel, because tomorrow we have another special story for you. Marcus, hearing the commotion, turned to see Jenkins glaring at him, his finger still pointing. A frown crossed Marcus's face, confusion washing over him. "Excuse me," he said, his tone calm but firm. "I didn't take anything." Jenkins scoffed, his face flushed with certainty. "Oh, don't act innocent. I saw you!" Miss Clara Johnson, the store manager, hurried over, immediately sensing the gravity of the situation. She glanced between Marcus and Jenkins, her gut already telling her that things weren't as clear-cut as Jenkins wanted them to be. "Sir," she addressed Jenkins, "let's not jump to conclusions. Security will review the footage." Marcus took a deep breath. "I was helping an elderly woman choose a tablet for her grandson. That's all." Jenkins folded his arms, smirking. "Yeah, right. That's what they all say." Security Officer Daniel Reed had already begun reviewing the surveillance footage from his station. His job required him to be objective, but he had seen incidents like this before, accusations without evidence, built on something deeper than just suspicion. His eyes moved across the screen, following Marcus's movements from the past 20 minutes. What the footage revealed was not a crime, but a quiet act of kindness. Marcus had indeed been assisting an elderly woman, helping her navigate the specifications of a tablet. No theft, no suspicious behavior, just a good Samaritan misjudged by an eager accuser. Reed's voice came through the store's intercom system. "Miss Johnson, I've reviewed the footage. There is no theft. Mr. Thompson has done nothing wrong." A heavy silence filled the space. The energy of the room shifted as the onlookers absorbed the truth. Jenkins's smug expression faltered. "That can't be right," he muttered, glancing around as if expecting support. None came. Miss Johnson's voice was steel. "Mr. Jenkins, you've caused a scene based on an unfounded accusation. This store does not tolerate racial profiling. I'm going to have to ask you to leave." Jenkins stammered, his confidence draining. "I was just trying to protect the store." "No," Johnson corrected. "You were trying to humiliate an innocent man." The store's patrons turned their focus back to Marcus, many offering nods of apology and solidarity. Marcus exhaled, tension leaving his body as he straightened his shoulders. He had done nothing wrong, and now the truth was out for all to see. In the days that followed, the security footage made its way online, sparking widespread discussion. News outlets covered the incident, using it as yet another example of racial bias in public spaces. The store issued an official apology to Marcus and implemented mandatory sensitivity training for employees and patrons alike. Marcus continued to live his life with dignity, his reputation untarnished. Jenkins, however, faced the consequences of his actions. Banned from the store and ostracized by those unwilling to stand by his prejudices, he was left to grapple with his own misplaced fears. Through it all, one truth remained steadfast. Justice prevailed, and Marcus, with his quiet grace, became a symbol of resilience against ignorance.